I have returned, and I am in the Hufflepuff common room right now. I've introduced myself to a few people, talked to them, and now I'm on my way to meet Professor Weasley outside the common room.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind, especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type
Oh,
of career
boy.
you can have when you leave here.
That's
After
not great.
much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
This is gonna give me all the knowledge I need.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
I gotta talk to this guy again.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
I just want to go to Hogsmeade right now. It might take a while. So I'll do Defense Against the Dark Arts last, probably.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be
Seems to the
incredibly
most
helpful.
exciting
Thank
class.
you.
Now, sounds like
If
you've
I
quite
can
a day
say
ahead,
that.
what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Alright, then.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronen yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms. Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. The summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's Only hands. One book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Well, I hope I did that correctly.
Accio!
Yep.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice.
My last name is Swift.
Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
I don't know if this is a good thing or not, but this game makes me feel like I'm watching a movie rather than really playing a game. I'm just connecting the events by walking around, it feels like. Maybe that's the whole idea of the game, but I don't know. It just feels like they rely on a lot of cutscenes for this thing.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
How's he doing that?
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Of course, you're picking on the new student.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment.
Accio!
Now, think of this like splendid! Don't lose your composure.
I'm not losing my composure, old man.
That's it!
It's really not hard to do that. This one's probably gonna
Excellent
fall.
control there.
Maybe not. Okay.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Oh boy. Just go already.
Let us see this.
Please fall off. Gosh.
There we go.
Accio!
How am I supposed to win at this? We're doing basically the same thing.
Very good.
Do what? She can do that?
That is how it's done.
Okay, I see how it is.
Accio!
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind.
Oh man, I messed it up.
Misha,
I'm so knocking this off.
phew.
No, I might have better luck if I just try
I know everyone is watching,
getting
but try not
these.
to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
Accio!
Yeah, I kind of underestimated how long I need to hold that for.
Brilliant.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Oh my
I
gosh.
think we are well past interesting at this point.
Please shut
I'll
up.
say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go. Yes!
Accio!
Do not think I will start going easy on you now.
Please, please knock her off. Yeah, I'm gonna go off too though. Oh man.
Watch this.
So if I knock them off, then I get more points, okay? Well, that's not what I meant to say. They
There we go.
lose. Person loses. What? Okay. Not sure how that happened.
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it?
Please stop talking. That was too fast.
Be sharp.
Wait, what? Why does she have 0 now? The only way I beat it is if I
That
just...
is how it's done.
Oh my gosh. And I lost that. Or not. I guess we just tied.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't need your help.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year.
I don't care.
My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left
I
Uganda
skip
and
this?
were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
I don't care. Let me leave.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting.
Of course he wants to
Until
talk
next
with me.
time.
Let me just go on with my daily life at Hogwarts.
A word, if you would.
You can use Accio on humans.
You
It
wanted
was
to
so
speak with me,
fine.
Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? And what a close match between you and Miss Onai. Invigorating.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit
Why is he
distracted
telling
of
me
late.
this?
Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing
boy.
for you.
That was loud. Now I need to somehow get to defense against the dark arts class. which I'm sure is taught by some person who's gonna die at the end of the year. Typically how these things go.
Stupefy! Stupefy!
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to duel.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hackett!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it.
Not really.
Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice
How
what
is
we've
this
just
such a
learned,
small class?
starting with something small.
Is this like a form of Wingardium
Leviosa.
Leviosa?
Now, let's try something a little larger. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helps me
Levioso.
demonstrate. Good. Now, the basic. Well done. Very good.
Easy
but
enough.
the best way to practice is by dueling.
Oh, I don't
We'll
wanna
start with you
duel.
two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
I'm gonna not win this. It's probably rigged.
Levioso!
Good form.
I know.
Why does he have so much health?
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first.
Levioso! Let's just say...
Why is he not doing
All
it?
of my students with this adept. I do enjoy a lively duel.
Not bad for a beginner.
He didn't even do anything.
You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hackett. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
So is that it? Am I done for the
All
day?
right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Always thought Levioso was for first years.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
Yeah,
It
sure.
was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way.
This guy
Didn't
seems
expect a new student to
decently
be so deft with a
nice
wand.
for a Slytherin.
Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
No thanks.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested.
I just want to get along with the story.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not
He
discussed my
continues
training?
to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a stream. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Oh boy.
I'm not sure I have time for extra
You shall
assignments,
find
Professor.
the time. You'd be astonished
Okay.
to know just how much you don't know. In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai.
Oh,
I've
boy.
noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard.
So, I collected flying books, found lost gobstones, and traveled to Hogsmeade to get a new wand, and immediately used it on a big troll, which was unnecessarily difficult to deal with. I also encountered some lady who sounded like a man. It kind of threw me off a bit, but now here we are. And I will be continuing this adventure in the next video. And I'm sorry of how long the first video was of Hogwarts Legacy. I didn't realize how much of the video the dialogue and story cutscenes would take up. So with that being said, I am off to work on some more videos. Goodbye.